The Coconut Collaborative, free from dairy but not temptation. Yogurt alternative, blueberry flavor. And here we have a cocoa checklist. It's dairy free, free from gluten and soya, natural sugars only, contains live cultures, contains coconut water, and of course it's vegan. And we have their Facebook, their Twitter, and their Instagram, basically all of their social media right here. And if you want to get in touch, they're at Coconut Collab. Inside they have a little bit more information, which we'll read about soon. And they have the recycling symbol here. Good stuff. Now let's take a look at the ingredients and the nutritional information. So, nutritional information. It has 550 kilojoules of energy, 132 calories, 10 grams of fat, 9.4 grams of saturates, 0.5 grams of monosaturates, 9.5 grams of carbohydrates, 6 grams of sugars, which are naturally occurring, and 0.1 grams of fiber, 1.1 grams of protein, and 0.4 grams of salt. I would say this is fairly balanced. It's not too high in sugar, in my opinion. Of course, it's not too high in salt. It has a decent amount of protein for what it is. It's yogurt. And, you know, it's pretty well-rounded, in my opinion. And this is per 100 grams, just to let you know. And this is 120 grams. So the nutritional information on the back, I have no idea why a lot of companies do this, but they never put the exact amount that's in the pot. They always do a slightly lower number. So, you know, you're roughly getting this amount, but just slightly higher. For me, the fact that there are 132 calories in this is great, because I know some yogurts, they can be something like 60 calories. And for me personally, I'm on a high caloric diet, and I don't want to be consuming yogurts that aren't, you know, that aren't in the 100 range at least. Because, you know, this will act as a nice top up if you're lacking in calories on a certain day. For example, let's say you consume 2,000 calories in a day, but on that day you've only consumed 1,900 calories. You can have this yogurt and it will get you right up to the mark of 2,000. So it's great in that way. For those of you trying to lose weight, I'm not really sure how you feel about this, but, you know, that's not my cup of tea right there. Good fat facts inside. As I said, we'll read about that in a minute, but let's just take a look at the ingredients. The ingredients are live cultured coconut milk yogurt, which is 85%, and that's made with coconut milk 50%, coconut water 45%, corn flour, potato starch, pectin from fruit, selected dairy-free cultures, which is S. thermophilus and L. bulgaricus, lactobacillus acidophilus, bifidobacterium lactis. It really sounds like I'm doing a Harry Potter chant or something, you know, a Harry Potter spell. Hopefully I pronounced those right. And then moving on, we have the particular flavour, which is blueberry, and they've included blueberry compote, which is 15%, grape juice concentrate, blueberries at 39%, water, starch, corn flour, lemon juice concentrate, natural flavourings, and it's made in a factory that handles nuts, wheat, soya, dairy and eggs, if you are at all worried about that. Now, let's move on to the inside, guys. I teared this side. I don't know where it went to, because it didn't fall on the bed or anything, but it just disappeared. This part got teared, so I'm going to have to do some improvisation. But on the inside it says, to help Southeast Asian farms, we collaborated with our friends, whatever that word over here would have been, project to plant thousands of trees. Our little piece of jungle regenerates soil and provide wild habitat and income for communities. To find out more, visit coconutco.co.uk/trees. We're using coconut water in our yogurt to pack it with more coconut goodness, including potassium and electrolytes. You gotta get them electrolytes in, guys. And a nice illustration of a lady wearing a coconut bra and one of those hats, and you know, her hair's mega chill, looks like it's in locks actually, and you know, she's wearing one of those cute skirts, and she's got some let's assume just some coconut water, serving it up to her friends. Coconuts are full of fatty acids that have amazing properties. Instead of storing them, the body uses these fats instantly for energy. Even better, they contain zero cholesterol. You've gotta love the coconut. Behold our tree floating mission. Again, there's some palm trees, there's some coconuts. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even know what trees coconuts grow on, but those look like palm trees to me. And they're on the earth. And it just really relates to what they just said here, you know, their tree floating mission. Again, we have another tree. It seems like it's just rocketing away right here. Very nice. And got some coconuts there, and yeah, very nice illustration. Coconut fat is special. Why is it special? Cocoa info. Get thee to the freezer for our delicious frozen Snowconut yogurt. You gotta love this name. Snowconut. Hero nut. Coconut water was used in World War II for emergency transfusions. It's completely sterile until the coconut is open. This is one of the things I really love about natural foods, guys. Many foods, not just coconuts, are antibacterial, they're sterile, they can be used for things that, of course, in today's medical world and medical science in Western society, it wouldn't be used. But in the past, you know, in World War II, for emergency situations, they were used for transfusions, which is awesome. That just further proves how awesome natural food is and how awesome coconuts are for you. Totes, if you're not on a plant-based diet, I would definitely recommend it. Get those coconuts in, get the live enzymes in, get the acai berries and all of that goodness, because honestly it will transform your life and make you feel awesome. It'll make you feel alive, unlike eating an animal would make you feel. Like, I'm sure a lot of you watching my channel are actually vegan, so this is perfect for recycling. I just fold it down, pop it in the recycling, and you know, it's gonna be recycled into something else. Awesome, right? I really like this packaging, by the way. But back to what I was talking about before I just get lost. Most of you watching my videos are vegans, but I know some of you aren't, and you may stumble across my video and be a meat eater or a vegetarian who's just, you know, coasting by, watching some videos, and you just came across mine, right? And I just gotta say, like, regardless of what diet you're on, I'm not gonna say, you should turn vegan, because I know a lot of people do that, like, whether they're vegans, vegetarians, meat eaters, people just try and turn others onto their side or their way of living, you know? Don't watch that dry hand right there. I'm all about just being yourself and eating what you want to eat. Of course, there is another point to it, that I feel that being vegan is the most beneficial way to live for yourself, you know, for your health, for the environment and for the animals, and just is an all-rounder. And I think only being vegan can do that. But right now I'm just saying, whatever diet you're on, whether it's paleo, ketogenic, vegan, vegetarian, meat, because I know there are some people that literally all they eat is meat, and with like some grains on the side, no salad, no vegetables, no nuts, no seeds, none of that. So regardless of what your diet is, I think getting more fruits and vegetables, more fresh fruits and vegetables, okay, with the live enzymes in them, and you know, that sort of food that makes you feel alive, and you know, it's clearly alive, because if you buy a punnet of berries, they go off within a couple of days. They're not going to last you weeks or months or anything, and that's when you know that food is good, food is organic. Because if you compare organic vegetables or organic fruit to non-organic and fruit and veg that's been genetically modified, clearly the one that's organic, it definitely goes off quicker. Like, I remember buying a sweet potato, it was organic, and I bought one that wasn't organic. The organic sweet potato is a bit smaller, but the quality of it was excellent. Like, even the outside quality, it was smoother, it was, you know, it just looked more appealing. And then the genetically modified one, it was huge. I mean, it's great for having a big portion, you know, and getting a lot for what you pay for. But the quality, it didn't even come close to the organic one. The organic one started going a bit off within a few days, and I actually didn't get to eat it because I forgot about it, but that's what I noticed. It started to go off quite quickly, versus genetically modified one, it stayed in my pantry for weeks, honestly. And something my grandmother used to do is keep, sorry to go on a tangent, but that's just the way I am. Something my grandmother used to do is keep potatoes in the pantry for literally weeks, months. Like, I'm sure 2 months would go by and they'd still be in there, and they'd still be I was gonna say fresh, but no, they'd still be looking okay to eat and use, and she would use them regardless of how long they've been in there. And to me, that was a bit gross, because it's like, if they're lasting so long, clearly something has been done to them, because potatoes that are natural, organic, and, you know, left in their natural state and habitat and haven't had chemicals or anything sprayed on them, they're gonna go off within the week, honestly. I have shopped at Abel and Cole, for example, and I selected all of my groceries to be organic, because, you know, most of what they do is organic from what I know. And if you're not familiar with what Abel Cole is, they're basically a grocery delivery service, and they have a lot of vegan items, they have a lot of fresh vegetables and fruit, and it's usually great quality, and it gets delivered straight to your door on a specific time, specific day. And yeah, very convenient, very natural, healthy sort of food. And yeah, so I ordered from there, and my produce, it really started to go off within the week, especially the potatoes. That's what I noticed. They started getting greening and sprouting very, very quickly, versus the genetically modified ones, or the very cheap ones that just look so disfigured, dare I say it. They're like huge, and they're like, oh my goodness, like, how could you be that huge? Like, and it's like, oh my god, like, really? That's like some potato that did some bodybuilding right there. And I say organic produce goes off very quickly. I'm only saying, like, it's relative, like, in relation to the genetically modified food, it definitely does go off quickly. But just looking at organic food alone, it's perfect if you're you're going to be using it within that week. It's fine. But if you really want to keep something in your pantry for a while, I definitely say, if you're going to buy organic produce, you better cook it up, freeze it, or put it in the fridge, make a meal out of it, put it in the fridge or something, and that's the only way you're going to preserve it, really. Maybe you could use a food dehydrator and again store it up and then use it when you're ready to. But yeah, anyways guys, going back to the actual review, I'm just gonna, like I said, put this in the recycling bin. And I was talking about how I like the packaging. It's very nice and blue. Definitely illustrates the fact that there's blueberries in there. I like the drawings of the men and the women on there. Very nice. And how they're touching the coconuts. Awesome. I really love this packaging. I really dig it. I like how it's very small, compact and convenient, and how it's easy to fold down and recycle. I think this is their whole point. By putting information on the inside, it's naturally going to go like this, and it's easier for people who deal with our rubbish to deal with, rather than it being like however it was up like that. It's very nice and neat. I could use this for art, actually. That's what I'm thinking of, because my partner is very into doing art and using recycled trash, let's say, and turn it into art. So I don't know, maybe I can give that to him and he'll make something out of it. Anyways guys, moving on to the actual yogurt. It says, behold, yogurt made from the milk of the coconut, and that's what we like. Let's take a look. On the outside, it looks decent, it looks yummy, but let's just stop faffing around. Let's just head to the kitchen and get a taste of this. So this is what it looks like. I have not stirred it at all. It just comes like this, and you know how yogurt is, right? You gotta stir it, so let me just do that. So I've given it a good stir, and I must say, the texture and just the look of it, it looks very smooth and silky, if that's even a word to describe yogurt. Very luxurious. And it smells very coconutty. I can definitely tell there's a lot of coconut packed into this. And an issue I had with a yogurt I purchased off of Abel and Cole, it was meant to be a luxury brand, and it was made of coconuts, right? And it was disgusting. I think I had a vanilla flavour and a chocolate flavour, and they were both terrible. So I'm kind of concerned about this, to be honest. I mean, it's not a huge deal if I don't like it, but you know, it's just, you know how awesomely it's packaged and how they have great values and they have all of that down, but it's just the taste that just, you know, lets everything down. But let me taste this and we'll see. Okay. My first thoughts is the first taste, like in the first 1 or 2 seconds, I was like, yes, delicious. But then afterwards, I get a subtle hit of the coconut. Let me just taste again. Yep. So first taste, I taste like, you know, the sweetness of the blueberry and everything. And then I taste the coconut. It's not a heavy taste of coconut at all. Yeah, it's not as bad as the one I tasted previously. That was sickening. You know, I'm not sure I would buy this again, to be honest. But it's not bad. Let me just taste the blueberry part at the bottom. Okay, so the blueberry part at the bottom isn't ridiculously sweet, which I think is a very good thing because, you know, I don't feel like it should be ridiculously sweet. I feel like it's perfect. They got that down to a T. Very good. So I decided to just mix everything together, you know, the yogurt part and the fruit compote part. Of course, there's no right way to eat this. Some people eat the yogurt and then the fruit compote part separately. Some people mix it together. I was going to say some people eat the fruit compote part first and eat the yogurt, but that's not really possible unless you were to cut the bottom of this and end up with a huge mess. But yeah, it definitely improved the overall flavour, mixing it all together. Improved the overall flavour of the yogurt itself. And just have another taste of that. Okay, I would say this is probably better than the Outpro Go On, because I remember the Outpro Go On yogurt, I couldn't even finish it. Like, it went straight in the bin. It was disgusting. Like, I can't remember how disgusting it was because I just have no recollection of that. I really wouldn't want to. But the fact that I'm eating this, and you know, I'm gonna finish this. The fact that I'm eating it, it's a much better sign than just dashing it in the bin. Because you know, when you dash something in the bin, especially when you're the sort of person that doesn't like wasting food, like I am, that's when you know something is terrible. Like, it's ridiculous. It belongs in hell, okay? And you know, you just dash it. But this is okay. On a scale of 5 to 10, I don't know. I would give this a 5, to be honest. But you know, I think it's a lower score because I don't like it. Versus someone who had this and they liked it, they would give a 5 plus a 3 or something. So they'd probably give it an 8 or something. I don't know, but. Yeah, I would say this is a standard yogurt. It was definitely over £1, but the only reason I bought it is because in Sainsbury's they were selling it at a discount of £1. I don't think I would have bought it otherwise, to be honest, because there is one yogurt that I really want to try. I think it's called Nush. Maybe you may have heard of that. And in Sainsbury's they sell it on the top shelf of yogurts, just in case you want to go ahead and, you know, pick one up. So Nush is £2, and it's a luxury yogurt brand. And in the UK, it's the first yogurt made with almonds or almond milk, something like that, something along those lines. And it intrigued me, but when I looked at the price tag, I was just like, okay, no, I'm not doing this. I can't. It's like I can, but that's just £2 that I could have bought a whole meal with, or I could have, you know, I can probably have like 3 meals for under £2. So it's just like, no. Okay, so this again, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Because it's okay, but I personally don't really like it. I'm not going to buy it again. I have another one in the fridge, and I'm thinking it's going to taste pretty much the same, to be honest, except for the fact that it's made with mangoes and passion fruit. So I may review that one in a separate video, but this one, the blueberry version, I'm not digging it. And it's not even the blueberries, to be honest. They're nice. The thing is, that the yogurt's made with coconut. And remember me telling you that I tasted a yogurt from Abel and Cole? Well, that was also made of coconuts, and you know, I'm seeing a pattern here. It's clear that I don't like coconut yogurt. It's just, there's something in it, the coconut, mixed with the yogurt, that is just, it's not agreeing with me. I don't like it. My taste buds are rejecting it. It's like, you give me something that I actually like. And you know how I am. I got a backup if I don't like that yogurt. I got some Alpro right here, so you know, that's all cool. Thinking of doing a fridge tour for you guys, but to be honest, I'm the only vegan here, and sometimes there's a lot of meat in the fridge, there's a lot of dairy products, and it's just like, ew, nasty. And I'm on the top shelf pretty much in this fridge right here. There's a downstairs kitchen too, and I have my stuff also on the top shelf, ironically, not really. So anyways guys, this is my review of the coconut collaborative yogurt in blueberry flavour. As mentioned, this yogurt is dairy free, lactose free, of course, soya free. You know, it has live enzymes, live yogurt cultures, and all of those things that sounded like Harry Potter spells. Bacillus, I can't even say it. I can't remember any of those off by heart. Come on, acidophilus. Anyways, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you want me to review any other product in particular, even if it is the Nush product, you know, I plan to review that in the future when I have I have the £2 to really splurge on a yogurt that I might not like, because with yogurts, you know, there's a fine line of yogurt that I like and I don't like. It's like, either I like it or I don't. I can understand that this is okay, and you know, it's decent. It's very well made, actually. It's great quality, but it's just that the flavors are not doing it for me. But that's not to say that it won't do it for you. You know, everyone has their own taste buds and everything. So yes, I'm gonna leave you with that, and I shall finish this yogurt and have some cereal or something just to get the yogurt mixed with the coconut taste out of my my mouth, my taste buds. And just FYI, I love coconuts. Like, I love coconut water, I love coconut milk, coconut cream, coconut everything except for coconut yogurt. So yep, thank you for watching guys. I've been Vegan Babe, and I hope to see you in another video.